Okay, no.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Welcome. Yes, welcome to season 2, episode 11 of La Vida Entre Primas, Life Between Cousins, a podcast where we dive into everything from the ups and downs of love and life to the special bond we share as Latinas and cousins. Should we stop doing that and just be like, we're back?
We're back, bitch. It's
Wow.
We're back.
10 seconds in.
Dang, sorry.
Should we stop saying that? Should we just be like, we're back?
Yeah, we can.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
We're back.
we're back.
I missed
Sorry
you.
we lifed last week. I missed you too.
Where you been?
Man, where haven't I been? Sporting
Whoa.
events.
Uh-huh.
Sporting events. Went to a Kings game. Like I
Love
always
it.
do. We had like 24 peeps in the suite. We got a suite. We had 24 peeps.
Wow.
It was your mom's first game.
I know.
I didn't know it was
I've
your
never been
first
to a
game.
I've never been to a Kings game either.
What are you doing Saturday, Sunday? I'm trying to get rid of my tickets.
Not going to a Kings game.
I just thought I'd ask. I knew that was coming. Don't say I didn't offer you, though. Don't say I didn't offer you.
I'm afraid I won't fit in the seats. Fat phobic.
It's okay if you get there like a little early and then you just go and you say, I have vertigo. And then they'll sit you in the handicap seats. Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I have never done that, for the record. I've only done it with my mom. And it is
Your mom
valid.
does have
my
vertigo.
mom has vertigo.
And your mom has a handicap placard.
Yeah.
Because she has other...
Other back issues. Like, yeah. So, like, that's the only time I've ever done it. So
Funny story about the placard. Can I tell it?
Which one?
When you were in college, we went to go see you in college.
Yeah.
We went to the hotel.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember.
my auntie had a handicap placard. Legitimate, right?
Yeah, it's legit.
But so we park in like the handicap spot and she's walking in and these two people who are like 1,000 years old have to park. No, forget it.
They had to
Forget
park far away?
They had to park a couple spots over. She was in the handicap one and I was like, should I limp? Should I do something? Because I felt
stop
so
it.
bad.
Stop
I
it.
felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. But it's a legit placard.
It's legit. So one time, did you know that when you have that handicap placard, you're supposed to carry with you a paper that says,
Oh.
this is my card. This is my placard. Steph just is ripping her. Oh my God. You know what? Today I told my students.
Did it?
See, I have so many stories now. Dang it.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
The handicap placard. Yeah, you got a whole...
Wow.
Wow.
These
wow.
ripped jeans. I'm going to have to cut them into shorts.
Yeah.
Because these look stupid as
Okay. Oh,
Okay, go
Tim,
ahead.
you're going to have to do some real editing on this one. Handicap placard. We were in downtown doing shopping at like, it was for my wedding, I think. We were doing shopping and we parked and these two people came up to us and were like, excuse us. They were undercover cops.
What?
And they were like, can we see your paperwork for the handicap placard? And I was like, yeah, I have it in my wallet like I'm supposed to. He's like, wow, you're the first one today. And we've pulled over like 10 people already asking for it. She's like, well, no, it says like keep this paper in your like with you at all times because they have the right to like ask you like, is this a valid handicap placard?
Wow.
So my mom showed it and they're like, cool, have a great day. And my mom was like, cool, have a good one, thanks. And we
Wow.
left and did whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You smell good. You smell like summer.
I smell like summer. Isn't that a song?
It is.
Summer,
Feels like summer. Feels like summer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't sing for a reason. I bought a new sunscreen because it was all over my like
TikTok.
For You page and I don't know what. Kapari. It's like a glisten. Gave me
I
a
don't
good
know.
little glow.
But it smells good and it looks
Gave me
pretty.
a little glow.
I love
I'll
it.
wear it tomorrow because you know what tomorrow is. And if you don't know, well, this is coming out on Friday. It's Wednesday night when we're recording because we've been lifing. So sorry we didn't have an episode last week. Last weekend was the Kelsey Ballerini concert that I talked about my outfit on. It
Tell
was
me
so
about
much fun. If you don't listen to Kelsey Ballerini, you need to listen to Kelsey Ballerini.
Is it fun? What is it?
It's fun.
Is it country?
Country pop, a little country, but she's like all about woman empowerment, and like she went through a nasty divorce to a country singer.
Who?
Morgan.
I won't know. Wallace?
No, not him.
I only know that name.
But he was like, when she started her tour, he was all over TikTok and was like, you want to know who's trending on TikTok right now? He's like, it's not Morgan Freeman. It's not Morgan Wallen. It's me. And his name was like Morgan something or other. And it's all because of like people
Shut
posting
up, loser.
people posting things about it just because she like talks about it a little bit and just talks about how like she has this one song. She has so many great songs. But there's one how she talks about, it's called Penthouse. And she talks about how, like, you know, it sucks, like, rolling up the welcome mat is, like, knowing that you got half. Because it was either she paid him half of like the penthouse that they had together or that she had, or she had to pay him alimony for like a shitload of years.
Men are trash.
So she was like, I'd rather pay him half and be done with it than have to continue paying him. But like, there's just this whole part where like she freezes and like the whole crowd just like cheers for her and she like takes it in.
She's been through some stuff.
Because she's been through some stuff. And like, there's this part at like the beginning of the tour, people would yell out "F you, Morgan."
Love it.
But then at one point she's like, y'all need to just stop because I am like, I'm killed from it now. Like I'm singing this song for you because I know you guys love it. Like, but we're past that. She's dating Chase Stokes now from Outer Banks.
Him. I don't know who that is.
On Netflix? You don't know Outer Banks on Netflix? Oh my god.
Chase Stokes. Oh, he's alright.
He's alright.
Is that her?
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah, so we had to like, okay, so we get there. I don't know if I told you this.
No.
We get there and they're like, oh, you need to go to guest services. Your ticket is no longer valid. And I was like, excuse me?
Well, you told me that you were going through a whole rigmarole before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, like, a couple days before, like, my ticket wasn't on my app. I was freaking out, contacting StubHub. And thank God I had looked beforehand because I would have freaked out. So, I got it on maybe that, like, Wednesday or Thursday morning. I had gotten it. And I was like, okay, fine. Thursday morning. So, fine, whatever. I go about it. Friday, I get there, or Saturday, I get to the concert, and they scan my ticket, and they're like, you need to go to guest services. Your row no longer exists. I had floor tickets because my friends were sitting on the floor, so... like, your ticket no longer exists. You need to go to guest services.
What does that even mean?
So I went to guest services. And she was like, yeah. She's like, well, this is the ticket that we have for you. We're like, well, we've been looking on, like, AXS or whatever. And, like, the 6 seats next to my friends, no one's, like, those tickets haven't sold. And they're like, well, you can, like, sit there. But if people come, you have to move. Like, whatever. So I was like, okay, fine. My seat was, like, a little better than theirs. But I was like, I'm here to be with you guys. So I stayed in that row with them.
Cool.
We had the whole 6 rows, the whole 6
that.
seats next to us. Like, so we had the whole row basically to ourselves, right? So that's fine. That worked out. I don't know. I got so many people would like walk past me and be like, your outfit is so great. Like, I love your outfit. And I was like, thanks. It was so out of my comfort zone. Like, it was so low in the front.
Titties was showing.
For sure. Titties were showing for sure. I kept my blazer on. So yeah, so my row didn't exist. And then Kelsey Ballerini was like, this is my last California show. I'm going to go rogue. This is probably why my row did not exist, because she walked around the arena.
What does that mean?
Like, they needed more space for like her security and her to walk around, so it didn't get like bunched up.
That's crazy though. They didn't plan for that.
No, she decided like that day or like that morning. Like,
I'm not gonna get mad at her because from time to time we get tickets to events.
Yeah.
For youth and foster care, and we got Kelsey Ballerini tickets last week. So good for her.
Did they go to Crypto?
No, it was in Sacramento. So
yeah.
Whatever's up there, probably the Kings.
She played up there.
What's
like
it called?
last Saturday or something.
Probably a Golden One.
Dude, whoever went probably had the best time ever.
They deserve it.
Yeah. So it was just great. And then when she was walking around, she came by her section. She came back, high-fived my friend's daughter. They had a little moment.
I love it.
My favorite moment though was afterwards, like, mom and daughter were like screaming, having a little moment. And I was like, I filmed it and I have a little video of it. It's
You're
so
a good
cute.
friend. You've been friends with them since college, right?
Yeah, I've been friends with her mom since I was in college. Like, we've been friends for over 20 years.
That's really cool. I don't have any friends from that long ago.
Really?
No.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm a bad friend.
Okay.
It's hard for me to make the effort. I am. But it's not because I don't like people. It's just really hard for me to like make the effort.
Like people. Sorry to all my friends and all the people that think I like them. I don't like people.
Like
I'm just kidding.
I don't like them.
I like people.
I
just say it because people piss me off because they don't have common sense, or like they're not
people are the worst.
Nice, or like, I think because I give so much and like, I'm like, just be nice. Ugh. We're not even 10 minutes. You know what I told my students today? We're at 9:30. You know what I told my students today? We're talking about self-control. Today was my social emotional learning, and I did self-control because my kids have a hard time with controlling their emotions and controlling their bodies, and like, I was like, I'm gonna tell you a secret about Miss Stone. Yeah. They're like, what? They're like, what? I was like, I have a lot of self-control. They're like, what? They're going
to say I took a shit in the backyard one time.
Absolutely not. I would not tell my students that. I'm not that honest with them.
I once called my cousin as fat as a chicken.
I set boundaries. I would tell them that as a joke. But then they'd be like, you're so mean.
That was funny.
So I was telling them that I have a lot of self-control. And they're like, why? I said, I like to say bad words. I said, but have you heard me say a bad word? They're like, no. I said, because I have self-control in our classroom that I do not use bad words in our classroom because I know it's not age appropriate for you and I like my job. But if you caught that, you could message me. But yeah, so I'm like, I have self-control by not always using bad words in the classroom. But when I'm talking to my cousin, I'm talking to my friends that I'm like comfortable with, and like I know, I was like, I'll cuss all the time. And then my kids started to be like, one time my mom, they tell stories. Like they started to tell stories. I didn't tell them like specific of like
what's the worst thing a kid's ever told you?
I don't know. I mean, today they were throwing out like today one kid threw out, my mom and uncle flip each other off every time. They use the middle finger to each other and they say that that's how they say bye to each other. And I was like, those are, again, adult things. But I was trying to teach them that.
But I know kids tell you everything.
They do. But my kids they have self-control, I think, when it comes to that. I think the younger they are, the more they say.
So let me tell you what happened this morning. Did I already tell you?
No, I haven't talked to you today.
Okay, I need a drink.
Oh.
It's only Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, did we talk about what tomorrow is, though?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No.
Way more important than this. Way more important than this.
No, tell me, and then we'll get into it.
It's too long.
That'll be a minute.
Okay. So yesterday, it starts. Let me go back. Let me set the scene. Just kidding. Sophia was up late with me last night, and I was trying to be a cool mom. Not late like that. Like she wanted to eat a corn dog, and then she was like, I'm still hungry. Like, eat another corn dog. And so she's up late. I'm a cool mom. But this morning, she's being a fucking little bitch. What? Get out of my room. I know. I'm tired. I'm like, that's the last fucking time. Oh, Dios mío. Wow.
Yo,
you're ruining it.
You ruined the story.
Okay, bye.
Well, she went in with the ASMR like we started. Okay, bye.
We'll call you back.
Bye.
So anyway, she's being rude. I'm like, that's the last time you're staying up with me. I tried to like have a good time with you and now you're being rude, right? Whatever. So then we get Valentina, get up. Every morning it's like pulling teeth with Valentina. She will not get up. And I'm trying to get myself ready. And I'm like, get up. Finally, I'm like, oh my God, it's 6:45. You're still in bed. We're supposed to be out of the house by 6:55. Latest, okay? No. She gets up, comes to the table, eats her bagel, runs outside, gets her stuff. My kids have an hour and 15-minute commute every day.
Yeah.
So they get their stuff, they throw it in the car. When we exit Soto, they start putting their shoes on. Start putting their shoes on, start getting everything situated. The traffic. I'm already pissed because I look at my ETA. I'm like, fuck, it's 8:10. I'm going to be fucking late.
Do they charge you if your kids are late to school?
No, what the fuck? Do they charge at your school?
Yeah. $10 for every late.
Are you kidding me?
No. Why would I say it?
Because that's fucking crazy. What are you talking about? What if you get traffic? What if you need a mental health day? What if your kids... What's happening?
Don't talk to me about mental health days.
Alma.
They charge $10.
That's absurd. I understand if you pick up your kid late.
Right, I get that.
But
100%.
drop it. You don't know if I perioded myself or I shit my pants. That's crazy.
I just wanted to ask. I guess I've never asked people before.
Okay, let us know.
Yeah, does your school charge? Or do you have to like fill out a slip for your kid if you're late?
They need to get a late slip, which I think is also stupid because it makes them later.
Do they write the reason on it?
So somebody who was doing the late slips, I don't know what happened.
Wait, finish the story. Finish the story about today.
Okay.
I'll go back to it.
Okay. So we get on the freeway. The traffic is the worst traffic I've ever been in my life. I'm like, oh my God, we're not moving.
Yeah.
I can't get over. I can't do anything. And then I look at Val and I'm like, did you bring a sweater? Because it's overcast. It's, drizzling. I'm like, did you bring a sweater? She's like, yeah, it's in my backpack. I'm like, not your sweater for tomorrow. A sweater for today. Because we packed because we're going to stay at my mom's.
Yeah.
What do you mean? She already knows that the rage is bubbling up inside of me, right? And I'm not even that mom, but I'm like, it's cold, idiot. What are you doing? So she's like, I don't call her an idiot. I'm just thinking that in my head. She's like, I didn't. I'm like, when do you ever leave the house without a sweater? I'm like going off. And then I look down. I'm like, did you bring your shoes? And she's like, yes. And she looks down. She's like, oh my God. She forgot her fucking shoes at home. I'm already in Downey. Okay.
Right.
Which is literally halfway already, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like ranting and raving, okay? I'm so mad. So I'm like all pissed off. But mind you, Sophie had already made us late because she couldn't find her inhaler, her life-saving medication, okay? Whatever. So I'm trying to get over. Nobody's letting me over. I'm like literally on the verge of tears. I call Chris. I'm like, she forgot her freaking shoes. He's like, pulled over. My mother-in-law lives right there.
Yeah.
Like, go to my mom's and I'll bring you the shoes. I'm like, no. He's like, why don't you go up Telegraph and I'll come down Telegraph and we'll meet. Like when we meet, I'll just throw you the shoes. And I'm like, fine. So I do that. We're driving up Telegraph. The baby is like, I have to poop so bad. I'm like, I call Chris. I'm like, just go back. I'm coming home. I get to my house at 8:00.
Oh.
Okay. I get out and then Val's like, I'm like, go inside now. The baby goes in, takes a shit. Valentina goes in, gets her shoes. I had asked her before this, did you pack your uniform for tomorrow? I did. I'm sorry. I did. She goes inside, gets her shoes, comes out. I'm like, fuck this. I'm making myself a burrito because I didn't eat breakfast. I made myself a burrito, quick burrito. We get back on the road.
She doesn't have her uniform for
Wait.
tomorrow?
Oh, wait. So we get on the road and we're driving back and I'm already like pissed. We get to school at 9:15. Oh. The receptionist is not there. So the principal's working the front desk. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I said, somebody forgot their shoes today. So she goes to little Chris. She's like, we have to bring our shoes so we can have a good day at school. Did you forget your shoes today? And I'm like, Valentina forgot her shoes. She's like, oh, okay. But Valentina tells me when I pick them up, she's like, promise not to get mad. I'm like, what? She's like, I forgot to pack my uniform and I went in to get it when I went in to get my shoes.
Oh.
So I was just like, but you know what she brought? Her freaking earphones and her iPad. So it was just like a freaking, I was so frazzled by the time. But about the late slips.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's kind of stupid because they're already late.
Right. 100%.
Now you're later.
Right.
And I don't know what happened a couple weeks ago. Like literally the line was so long. Like kids were so, and then Mr. Beal, beloved Mr. Beal was like, I think there was like a fire here and then the freeway and there was an accident. So all these kids, no matter where you're coming from, you're late.
Yeah.
That's one little kid tells the principal, she was like, principal's like, what's your reason for being late? And she's like, traffic. And the principal's like, you live up the street. You live close by. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, the little girl was like, ooh.
And the little girl's like,
oh my God.
It's what everyone writes. It's just traffic. Or like, I do have one parent who will write like, life was lifing. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, it's fine. I get it. Like, whatever. But yeah, they have $10 every late.
Well, I will tell you, $10 would motivate. I wouldn't go to a school that charged me $10 though. Like, you have a school community. You're supposed to understand, like...
Right.
Also, short of bending over for the Catholic Church, I do a lot of... I did not go to confession on Tuesday either. I said I was gonna, but I didn't. I was scared.
Scared of what? Confession?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my friend Heidi, who I love, I was like, I'm going to go to confession, but I'm scared. She's like, God doesn't care. And I was like, you're right. But Father Tess probably does. That's
why you go to a place where like...
That's what Pat said.
Go to like a different church where like you don't go regularly so they don't know your voice.
And then can we talk about this real quick?
Yeah.
What is a sin when me and Michael Mother were talking about this because Pat was like, I think I'm going to go to confession. I'm like, but it's not like when you're a kid. You're like, I stole candy. I stole $1 from my mom. I lied to my grandma. What's it? I almost Googled like, girl, I'm not talking about you. If I was single, I would know what my sins were. But I'm like, what do I do? Like,
yeah, like, with your kids.
Is that a sin though?
Yeah. Being impatient?
Okay, what else? Oh my God, I'm so bad. What else?
Let me see. Do you want me to do the examination of conscience with you that I do with my kids?
Do it. I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it real fast.
I'm ready. I'm scared and ready.
Okay, wait. The late slip thing, though, while I'm finding it. So I follow a lot of the Dodgers on social media, and a Dodger and their wives. And the wife was on her story was like, do your kids have to write, like, a reason why they're late on their late slips? And, like, do you lie? Or do you tell the truth? She was like, I asked my husband the other day, and it's Joe Kelly. He's, like, funny, like a funny guy.
I love his wife. I follow her. She's so,
okay, yeah.
civically engaged. I love her.
Yes. And so she was like, Joe, do you, like, write the reason? He was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, what do you write? He's like, who cares? And she was like, what?
That's what he puts?
That's what he writes. Because it says reason, and it's like, who cares? Like, why do you care? And I was like, honestly, valid. Like Joe Kelly, you're awesome.
Like a kid called my daughter a cocksucker last week. Is this really the
Excuse me?
priority? Oh yeah.
Wow. That's a new one for me.
If you're part of the school community and you want to know who it is, message me. I'll tell you.
Do I know them? Just kidding.
You might.
Oh. I hate people. All right, ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Child, hold on. Older teens, older kids, teens, and parents in examination.
Okay,
of
I'm ready.
Have I made anything more important than God, myself, others, money, things I own, things I want?
Whoa, you're going too fast.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Have I made anything more important than God, myself, others, money, things I own, things I want, ideas, activities, or goals? Have I set aside time to pray to God every day?
Mm-hmm.
Have I acted pridefully? These are brain questions. What happened? You okay?
Yeah.
Have I acted pridefully as if I know everything, I'm better than others, or don't need God or others? Have I used God's name in a bad way? Have my words hurt God, his church, or the good he wants for all people? Have my words and actions given glory to God's name? Have I shared my faith with those who do not know God?
That's a scary one. They might think I'm crazy.
Have I gone to Mass when I should? Have I fully shared in the celebration of Mass?
Okay, you can stop.
Have I given love and respect to my father and mother? Oh, parents, have I shown love and respect to my children? Have I been patient and kind? Have I disciplined my children with love and in ways that help them become the people God wants them to be? Have I been a good citizen? That's on the examination of
Okay,
conscience.
citizen.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Have I hurt others with my hands or words?
Not my hands, but my words probably. Oh, well, like how long ago are we talking? How far back are we going? Since the last time I went to confession?
Have I respected my body?
I respect. What does that mean? Give me.
Have I given my body what it needs to be strong and healthy? Have I viewed
Someone could
pornography,
take that-
engaged in
Oh.
sexual acts outside of marriage, or otherwise offended human dignity for my own pleasure?
Are you talking to me or yourself? Because
No,
I'm married.
I'm just reading it.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
okay,
just
okay.
reading. And this isn't the one I do with my students, by the way.
And I was like, wow.
This is for parents and older people. That's it.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome. It's actually a really good one. If you need it for Val, I have a kids one that goes along with it, or for the kids that I do with my kids every day. Or not every day, but when we go to confession. How often does your school go to confession?
I don't know. I don't even go to church.
What?
I don't.
My students go 3 times a year.
3 times a year to confession?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like a.
Like as a school community, we go right after summer, Advent and Lent.
Yesterday was one of the days.
Oh, okay.
Oh, probably, yeah. Probably the same.
Probably about the same. My pastor wants to add 4. He wants to add a 4th one.
Hi.
I don't know. So yeah, that's what we've been doing with life. Oh, tomorrow is, drum roll please, Dodgers opening day.
How exciting.
Domestic opening day, because they've already opened the season. Did you know that?
I did know that. Because I was like, how are they at a game if the game's not till Thursday?
Oh, but everybody in the MLB will play tomorrow.
Okay.
It should be a national holiday. People shouldn't have to take mental health days.
What is a mental health day exactly? I've never heard that excuse
You've
before.
never heard that excuse before?
No.
Oh my God, it's the best thing in life.
Isn't that what the weekends are for?
Well, that's what some people think. A mental health day is when you just need an extra day in the week in order to free your mind, in order for
And
you
the rest will follow. Free your mind.
Yeah, like for your mind and your brain and like your body and like rest and like woosah to continue to do your job well. Especially when you have a lot going on. So that's what a mental health day is.
Okay.
And that's why I also think that. See, here's the thing. I don't lie about where I'm going. I don't lie about where I'm going or why I need a day off. Because God forbid, I'm going to end up on the news
Jumbotron
tomorrow or like on the Jumbotron and other kids will be there and whatever the case may be. So I don't like to lie.
Me neither.
So
I don't
just
like that.
I told my boss, I'm going to opening day. She said, "Oh, it's for your mental health?" I said, "Yes." So done. It's for my mental health.
It is.
So that's what I'm doing because it's what I do. It's because it's the best day of the year.
Is it?
I think it is. It's like Christmas morning. Like, just like, oh my God.
I mean, minus Jesus, minus presents, plus traffic. I mean, cholos. That's a win.
Some of them are pretty hot.
I know. I do love a good cholo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I get it. It's not for everyone. And it's going to be so crazy. I'm going to 3 Dodger games this weekend. I'm going Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going to a soccer game.
Wow.
That's why I'm giving away my Kings tickets.
You have a lot of stuff to do.
If anybody wants Kings tickets.
Anybody want to go to a Kings
Ask
game?
Mr. Beal if he wants tickets.
I will.
We can
I'm
hook
sure
him
he
up.
will love that.
Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Let me know.
Also, yeah. Okay, I will. I'm sure there's somebody who wants them. The Kangs. Oh no, that's the Kangs of comedy. Remember?
I have signed up. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you remember in like the last episode, I talked about how I did a workout class called Legree.
It's like Pilates, right?
Yeah, it's like, well, like, yes, but I've also seen TikToks where it's like, Legree is not like Pilates, but I don't know how else to explain it. You're on a reformer and it moves.
That's what they use in Pilates, right?
Yeah. And this one's called a mega reformer. Tomorrow morning when I go, I'm going to try to video myself.
Do it.
I don't know what what reformer I'm on, but I'm going to try to record myself
Are you
tomorrow.
allowed to record it there?
I don't know. I'll ask. I'm going to like an early morning class before the
I want to
game.
go, but I'm afraid that like my panza and my butt will prevent me from doing stuff.
Me too.
Like if they say touch your knee to your chest, bitch, I can't get it.
No, they
past
won't
my
say touch your
stomach
knee to
or
your
whatever.
chest. They'll say do a side plank and hold all your weight like on your left side, and you're like, fuck.
Do they have modifications?
Yeah. They
Oh,
like
okay.
have been really good, and they'll like come up to me and they'll be like, try this instead. I'm like, okay, thanks. But then I feel like a freaking loser because I'm so competitive.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember you were really competitive when you were in your like Pogs era.
Oh, I fucking love pogs. I still have my pogs.
Chris was like, these are for weird fucking kids. Who like? I was like, I like Pogs. I was like, but I wasn't in a tournament like Elma.
Mark and I were in a tournament.
Slammer.
I have a slammer with my face on it. It's in that closet. It's in that closet.
Are you serious?
It's in that closet. I have to find that. It is. Oh God! Tomorrow, it's on.
I gotta see it. I
Oh.
gotta.
It's me and Mark. It's me and Mark
That
on a Knott's
Knott's
Berry
Berry Farm tournament.
Yeah, they had it right there.
Your mom
but-
has pictures of you looking very concentrated.
Oh yeah.
You were flipping those Pogs.
Oh, I was pogging. Oh
Remember
man,
those
we should bring
long-
I have a tube in there. It's in the closet. So we're recording. I think we've already told you guys we recorded in my guest room now because it just works and it sounds
Yeah.
good. Like whatever. It's getting a little warm in here, but
It is.
um,
But it's okay.
my spare closet's in here, and that's actually gonna be one of my mom's jobs. I'm gonna pay her to organize my closet.
That's good.
Oh, ooh, Tim, cut that out. I don't know if I'm gonna pay her. But yeah, because that one's just not organized. So I need to organize it. But yeah, I got my pogs in there. And I remember packing them and bringing them with me. Yeah, I love pogs. If you played pogs, tell me if you played pogs, and if you want to play pogs, I'll host a pogs tournament. That'd be so fun.
Let's have a Pog tournament.
Let's have a
Prima's
Pog
Pog tournament.
tournament.
You want to hear a funny story?
But like, they can't keep my pogs because some
No.
of those are like. Remember when like Taco Bell and like McDonald's gave them
I
out?
don't remember. I will tell you a Pog story though. We had these people who lived
You
across the
wait.
street.
You
Finish.
always had to be like no metal slammers because you're gonna fucking take all my pogs.
Hell yeah.
You're not allowed to play with a metal slammer.
No, fiberglass only or whatever that. Remember the clear hard plastic? So we had a neighbor across the street.
Sorry, I just.
My uncle Gino had given us like a Mickey 5 set, and it was like a limited edition 5 set of Pogs. Mm-hmm. And she fucking flipped my Mickey Pog, and she took one of them. So I only had 4. I don't know where any of them are now, but I was like, oh my god, no.
Not the Mickey
Remember when
Pog?
people were doing the milk caps?
Yes.
Those are they're rare and they have a staple in it.
Yes.
Listen,
Dude, maybe I'll take them to my classroom so my kids can play on a rainy day. Maybe I'll bring it back. Have you heard of Labubus?
yes, they're the knockoff Monchichi.
Dude,
I want one though.
I kind of want one too. My kids are obsessed. They made me a Labubu and they like put it in a they made its own little box
I love it.
and they put it inside and they're like, you have to unwrap it and see which one it is because they're like wrapped so you don't know what you're gonna
Yes,
get.
it's a secret.
It's a secret. And so like I had to open it very carefully. Like we even made a little comb for it. And it was like a little piece of paper like cut up.
Oh,
like, with, like, a little
cute.
comb. So I have it on my desk at work. But yeah, they made me.
I like that. I want a
Labubus.
Labubu.
I kind of want one too.
Me too.
I kind of want one too.
What was I gonna tell you about that? You know the girl who stole my Pogs,
Yeah.
my Mickey Pog.
Well, she didn't steal it. She probably won it fair and square.
She did. She had a brother who we called him Mike. Do you remember him? He was a neighbor across the street. They were like Mexican.
I I don't.
I didn't know till later his name was Ismael, but he went by Mike for short, and I had a crush on him.
Okay. And is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sad story about that.
Oh.
One time, the importance of being bilingual, okay? His parents, I'm assuming, and I shouldn't assume, but no, I shouldn't assume anything. They didn't speak English.
Okay.
And one time the lady came across the street. My Uncle Gino was watching us for the summer, and she came and she like knocked on the door. She's like, "Can you please help me? Like, I'm on the phone with like mortgage company or the bank, and like I don't know what's happening. I don't understand what they're saying. Can you help me?" So my Uncle Gino gets on the phone and he's talking to them. He had to tell her, he's like, they said you're gonna lose your home. Yeah, your home's going into foreclosure. And she was like, what? It was awful. But what I was gonna say before I became a Debbie Downer and killed the vibe, me and my brother tried to start a gang with him, and we were gonna call ourselves Beans and Rice because we were white and he was brown. We didn't get
You
into
guys were
any
the
gang.
white rice?
You know how rice is like, it's red, it's peachy, and he was brown like a bean, and we were gonna call ourselves Beans and Rice.
Beans and rice of Azusa.
There you go.
Didn't get very far.
Nope.
3 people? 3 and done?
Nope.
Not even 3.
Not even 3.
You guys didn't even do it.
We didn't.
You just
I
talked
didn't
about
pan
it.
out. If you're out there, Maya Ismael. Azusa, arroz y frijoles por vida. My only foray into the gang life.
Wow.
Beans and rice.
Beans and rice.
I know.
All right. That's a new one. I've never heard of that one before.
No?
No. Mm-mm. I never even heard that story before.
No?
No.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to Legree.
Are you scared? Are you excited?
I think I need to lose some lbs before I continue doing this. But see, here's the thing. So, like, this week has been a rough week for me.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, I just struggled. I don't know why I struggled Monday. My class was a mess on Monday.
That'll spill over.
My class was a mess on Monday.
I know, that'll spill over into
my personal life.
Your personal life.
Yeah, just like my personal life spills over. Well, it doesn't like spill over into my
really
classroom, but it like.
But you take it home. At the end of the
day,
day, you're like,
I take it home and I'm pissed for sure. So if people are seeing me tomorrow at Dodger Stadium, don't question me. Actually,
let me ask you a question.
Because I'm gonna be. This is afterwards. What?
Let me ask you a question. So we had a family last week. Sophie went to school and was like, so and so left the school. And I'm like, what? One of her friends. And she's like, and she started in 5th grade. They're in 7th grade. She's been there for 2 years. There's 3 students at the school. And she's like, she's gone. No. They just left. They moved.
Oh, okay.
And they moved on a Friday.
Okay.
The kid was like saying, we're moving. But like, it wasn't like a, bye guys, here's
my number.
Never came back. Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
Like, nobody knew. Like, the teachers were not, like,
The
made
teachers
fully
didn't
aware. No.
The school
And they
wasn't
were
aware?
kind of like, no, I don't think so. I think it was, like, mentioned in passing, but not like,
No,
this
that's
is their
weird.
last day. Right.
No, that's strange.
Awful.
That's strange.
That's very disruptive.
Like, even if it's, like, the week of, like, hey, by the way, Friday's their last day. Like,
So
we
weird.
moved. Like,
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Sad. That's
That
why I
is
could never
sad.
be a teacher. I don't know that I could lose a kid
It
like that.
sucks being able, like, it sucks at the end of the year when you're, like, bye. But during the year, you're, like, going through it. And you're like, oh, my gosh, I just need this year to be over. Or I just need this year to, like, continue on. So at the end of the year is always so sad. But then you get a new group of kids. And then, like, you see your old kids. And, like,
yeah.
they're still like, what's up, Stone? Or, like, hey, can I get a hug? I'm like, yeah, come on. Like.
You know what made me sob? Do you remember when it was around COVID time and there was a teacher? She like, I don't know if she wrote the song. She was like playing a song for the kids and saying like, I can't. It was basically like, and I still cry thinking about it. Basically the teacher saying like, we're going to miss you and I'm going to find it and I'm going to post it. She's basically saying like, I'm going to miss you. I love you. And I hope you have a good time. And I hope you have a great time when you're home. But if you don't, when you come back, I'll be waiting for you to give you like, I can't. It just really like, I'm going to cry right now thinking about like how teachers have to, like, you guys know which kids need extra love, and like, you know, when they go on break, like this kid ain't going to eat 3 meals a day or this kid isn't going to get nurtured or I don't think I could do that.
Yeah. I got an email this morning being like, just an FYI, my kid needs a little extra love today. Like,
love
they
that.
had a rough morning. And I was like, cool, thanks for letting me know. They're having a good day so far. I'll let you know if anything changes.
And that means a lot too as a parent. I will tell you when I get updates from the teachers, just like, hey, they're good.
Yeah.
Your kid's doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can concentrate at work.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's, yeah. Although, like, I'm pretty strict. And, like, I had one kid tell me the other day, he's like, I don't feel that you love me. And I was like, look, it's not that I don't love you. Because I love you. I love you a lot. And I know you can make good choices. He's like, but... I'm not using names. He's like, but, like, I went to go get a tissue. And you, like, told me to go sit down. And I was like, okay. I was like, can I give you an example? And this is my kid who, like, is always out of his seat, right? I was like, can I give you an example? And he's like, yeah. I said, okay. I said, look, this is me going to get a tissue. And I, like, stood up. And I, like, walked to the tissue box. Didn't talk to any of my, like, friends around me. Didn't, like, got a tissue, pretended to blow my nose, throw it in the trash, and went back to my desk, right? I was like, can I show you what you look like when you get a tissue? He's like, nope. No, you can't. And I was like, really? Why can't I? He's like, because I already know. I said, really? I said, like, what? He's like, I dance. I talk to a couple people.
Oh, he just needs to move his body.
I talked to a couple more people. I'm like, yeah. I said, I get it, bud. I get it. But, like...
It's hard for them to sit all day.
Right. I mean, I don't make them sit all... Like, I'm not like,
no, not you.
Hands on your desk.
Not you.
Like,
I'm just saying school
it.
in general.
Sit on your bottom, though. Like, oh, dude, though. When kids are, like, playing in their chair, though.
I could not ever do this.
When kids are playing in their chair, and I'm like, hey, it's for your safety.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to just sit on your bottom, dude. Like, please, girl, just sit on your bottom.
You can't be like me when I'm all 911. My son won't get out, sit in his car seat and put a seatbelt on.
No, absolutely not.
I said, no, listen. I said, let me tell you.
Linda. Listen, Linda.
I said I would never do that because I personally feel like it's borders on child abuse.
However, voy a hablar a la policía. Te va a venir el cucuy.
El señor te va a llevar.
Oh my gosh.
You know, somebody said that to their kid in the 99-cent store once, and my dad's like, I'm not going to take you. I don't want you. She's lying to you. I'm like, you're a real one for that one, Dad.
Oh my God.
What happened was we're on the freeway. He tried to open the door. He couldn't reach the door. And then all of a sudden he could. And I was like, oh my God. So to pull over on the 5 to put the child lock on, shut the door on the freeway.
Okay.
Then he was unbuckling his seatbelt on the freeway. I'm like flying on the freeway and I'm like, put your seatbelt on. This is a while ago. But no. And finally I was like, okay.
Last week.
911.
This is why they were late. The reason my kid wouldn't put his seatbelt on the freeway.
Hello, 911. My son won't get back in his seat and put his seatbelt. I know. And you know what I almost did? I told Ren, I was like, I almost FaceTimed you. I said, do you have your uniform on? Can you tell my son? I wouldn't, but I was in a moment of like, this kid's going to freaking fly out the window.
Yeah.
And I had no more tools left in my toolbox. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't know if it's a gender thing, but the girls just sat there.
Yeah.
The boy will try to climb all over the place. I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
Yeah.
I know it's awful, but I was out of tools. My toolbox was empty.
It's okay. Sometimes that happens. My toolbox is empty this year, and I don't know what to do some days. And I'm like, cool.
Bench him for a week.
No, absolutely not. I need them to get the energy out.
Dude,
see, that's the thing. I don't bench. I'm not a bencher.
bless you.
They need to run. They need to play. I believe in play. The other day, my sister gave me the suggestion, and I did it.
Wow, you sound very enthusiastic about it.
No. Like, no. It's fine. I'm just shouting her out. We did a 5-minute fun party.
That's fun.
We did a 5-minute fun party. You can dance. You can do whatever you want in the classroom. You may not scream. You may not shout. You may not yell.
So bad.
Well, my principal's office I share a wall with my principal's office. So
that sucks. You can't even talk shit. I'm just kidding.
So I feel like I'm a little limited there. So I'm like, dude, you can't scream. You can't yell. Doctors
making me look
bad.
bad.
My principal's here. Like, you can't do that. Like, come on. Like, no, don't do it. But I was like, you can dance. Like, I'll put on some music. You can dance. Please, no running in the classroom. No going in the closet and hiding. Like,
you should do a silent dance party. Do they have headphones?
They do.
Dude, do it. You put the music in their headphones and then they dance, but you can't hear anything.
I'm going to let them do that next week. Maybe Friday. Maybe for Fun Friday. We'll end this Friday with the silent disco.
I love that.
They can play music on their iPads, but they have to have their headphones.
There you go.
Yeah.
Silent disco. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a silent disco. Yeah, so I was like 5 minutes, but then after those 5 minutes,
Bro, did your watch just tell you that your dryer's done?
bro, this isn't even my dryer. This is
This
my mom and
bitch-
Lisa's.
You are living in the lap of luxury.
This is my mom
Richie
and
Rich.
Lisa's.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I know when they're doing laundry. I know.
Lisa,
you know
your
what,
laundry's
though?
done.
You know what though? My stove here has it. Are you looking at my armpits?
No.
What happened?
I'm just looking. I don't even have my glasses on. I can't see anything. I'm
Oh,
just
I
looking
got
at-
my armpit sugared the other
Oh,
day. And
coochie
look at,
sugared?
like, I did.
Did they sugar your butthole?
Oh my god. Like, this is a podcast. Sorry to my coworkers who
You
listen.
turned
Like,
your beet red.
yes, they did. But the best part, okay.
My favorite thing is when they put you on your back and they say, grab your feet like a frog. And I'm like,
Like-
oh, ribbit.
I'm like, what?
You know, can I
Like, can you just
tell me about
hold
your
up your-
armpit? Tell me about your armpit.
No, my stove is also connected to this. So my mom and Lisa know because we use the same app
What are you
because
cooking?
I connected. So my mom and Lisa will call me and be like, "So what are you making? Like, what are you gonna bake right now?" And I'm like, "God, what was it?" Yeah. So the other day I went and got sugared.
Did it hurt?
Well, see, I had so many credits because I pay for a membership.
Oh, yeah, you
and
sent
I
me that
stopped
thing.
going. Like, I stopped going for a little bit. And so they're like, you have so many credits. I'm like, okay. So when I went like 3 weeks ago, I think I'm due in like a week or something. I was like,
Let's
look,
see.
I have so many credits,
You have no hair on your pit.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, I have so many credits. Can you just do my armpits too and just charge me for a
Yeah.
credit? And they're like, yeah. And so she did it, and it was the first time. My arms got a little like thing, but then I was meeting up with my family for dinner afterwards because we have our March Madness bracket thing. And so my brother was like, hey, just meet. We went to a place called We're Pouring in Glendale.
We're poor?
We're Pouring.
Oh.
It's like a tap house,
Okay.
like a brew house type thing. And so we went there, and so I sit down, and Michael was like, what appointment do you have? I was like, oh, look at the washer's done. Dismiss. Oh, they also need to clean their washer. For efficiency and hygiene, remove all items from inside of the washer
hate when
and
my
run the
washer smells like
self-cleaning
shit.
cycle. Have you ever
Oh.
done the clean cycle?
No. What is that?
Oh my god, run it tonight. Take everything out. Don't put any soap or anything in it. Run the self-cleaning cycle, please.
Okay.
Every machine has them. Mom, Lisa, you need to clean your thing. So my brother's like, what appointment do you have? And I was like, I'm going to go get sugared. And all I said was I'm going to go get my legs sugared because I wasn't going to tell people, but now we just told the whole freaking podcast.
Okay, sorry.
And so I was like, okay, fine. So I sit there, and Michael and Edith are already there. We're waiting for my mom and Lisa. I'm sitting there. Michael's like, so how do your legs feel? I was like, so smooth. I was like, I didn't want to tell you this. I was like, but I also got a bikini. Like the bikini.
Bikini or Brazil?
I did Brazilian, but I didn't want to tell my brother.
My favorite is when
So-
it's been so long they have to like trim your pubes before
Oh,
they
I've never
wax
had
up. I'm
that.
like, sorry.
See, sugared is so great. And so I was like, yeah, I was like, I did a bikini. And my brother was like, dude, why did you tell me that? Like, I didn't need to know that. And Edith was like, what? She's just being
I
like,
know, sheesh.
you asked about her appointment. I was like, yeah, and I didn't want to tell you over the phone because I wanted to see your face when I said that I was like doing that. But now everyone knows I got a Brazilian. Cool.
There you
good
go.
talk. Woo!
I gotta go get one. I hate when they're like, can you lift your belly? I'm all, fuck.
I've had that too. And I'm like, God bless it.
Wow.
And they're like, can you
Way to
hold
rub
my
it.
butt cheek, please? You're like sitting. You're like laying there.
Okay, can I tell
Whoa,
you?
this just went on to
Can I tell you
I'm
what trips
sorry
me out?
whoever listens to this podcast.
Almost everybody listening has a vagina.
I know.
Deal with it.
But like,
I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
So
don't
I
talk
saw a
about these
TikTok
things.
story and it was an esthetician. That's a
Oh my
waxer.
god, I'm on so many my TikTok.
Have you heard the stories about women who go in there and they have like shit in their
Yes! Yes! That's always my fear too. So sometimes I'm like, I just don't do my mouth today.
Oh my, listen.
Because that's my
Okay,
fear.
stop.
That's my
No,
fear.
I aggressively wash my asshole. I don't think that people
Oh,
understand.
I
You get all up in
I
there?
have its own little like spot.
I don't think
Yeah.
people. I don't stick my finger in my asshole, but I wash it. But I wash it, baby. I get all up in there. I have multiple washcloths and scrubbers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
my ass is squeaky clean. And I'm gonna tell you. So there was a story that I saw. Yes, they have shit up in there. They have weird stuff.
Yes.
I saw a story, and it was a recording of an esthetician, and she's basically telling this person. She started recording it for like proof, and it just audio, and she's like, I cannot wax you because it smells so bad. Like there's something wrong.
I think I've seen that one.
And the girl's like, first of all, I told you I just came from the gym. She's like, this isn't sweaty gym.
Yeah.
You need to see a doctor. Like
Yeah.
I cannot, like something's happening.
Yeah.
And I can't. And the girl is like adamant. I just came from the gym. And she's like, this is something else.
Right,
I'm telling
right.
you that going to get a wax after you go to the gym is diabolical.
That's horrible. I mean, I will admit, sometimes I go after work and I feel bad, but they also provide like wipes and stuff.
But the
like,
gym is like, you're sweating.
No, the gym is bad. Yeah.
Listen to me. When I get a wax, well, I haven't in a while, but when I get a wax, when I used to, I shower thoroughly.
Oh, 100%.
Okay? Then I take my own wipies and I go to the bathroom when I get there. I wipe my cooch, my crack, everything in between. And then I do the sniff test. I gotta stick my hand in my crack and smell it, and then or stick my hand in between my vagina lips and smell it. This person's gonna be all up. So the fact that you're just like coming to the gym with a sweaty cooch is nuts.
That's nasty. That's disgusting.
Dude.
That's disgusting.
Honestly, I had a friend who got laser. She had to be on all fours while they lasered her butthole. Like laser hair removal.
Yeah. Ugh. I think I'm pretty close to like, because I've been doing my legs for so long.
I have almost no hair on my legs.
I feel like I have almost no hair. Like
And I have
go,
almost
and
no hair on
it's
my
so
pits.
quick. I mean, and they just did it once, so I already scheduled it for another one. But this is like 3 weeks.
Dude, I haven't shaved my pits in like months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have almost no hair on my pits.
Yeah, this is like 3 weeks, which I think is like not bad at all.
My coochie has not got the memo that I'm not that hairy, but everything else is fine. I'm like, wow.
My Gucci has not gotten
Get the memo.
Damn, bedtime is appropriate. Dismiss.
Is it?
Try
I
to
know,
go
mine
back.
too.
Dismiss.
Wow.
Wow, well that took a
On
turn.
that note-
And a whole God knows what. Hope you had fun listening to our randomness this week.
We missed you.
We missed you. Sorry about last week. Our lines got crossed. Something happened.
I don't know. It's fine. We're just living. Life happens.
Life happens. Reason for no podcast? Life happens.
That's it.
Reason for no podcast? Who cares? Although I'm sure a lot of you do care because I did get some messages from people.
So did I.
Like, yo, where
Where
you
you
guys
at?
at? Like, did you forget to upload it? So yeah. But life is gonna continue to life, but we will try our best to keep up with it.
Come back next week.
Come back next week. We'll have an episode next week
And this week.
and this week. You'll be here Friday, the March 28th. And then April 4th is the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With that being said,
And come back next time.
do you know what it is?
It's been a couple weeks.
Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.
We said we're not going to do this anymore.
I like that.
Come back next week, hoes. Okay,
like
go,
the
go, go,
ending,
go, go.
though.
Go ahead.
That's a wrap for this week's episode.
No. Say it. I like it. Go.
Love you,
Do our
love you,
outro.
miss. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you on the next episode of La Vida Entre Primas.
Life Between Cousins.